It's Friday the 18th of November 2016 and I'm at Swale station in Kent to do a short walk along the Saxon Shore Way. Now joining Saxon Shore Way, which goes up there. I've now joined the seawall. Decent views. Looking back to Kingsbury Bridge. Still heading along the seawall. I think we turn right off the seawall down here. Saxon Shore Way crosses a small road and now we go up those steps to the kissing gate ahead. The path heads along this bank. It's quite muddy in places. Another kissing gate and we need to cross this railway liner. I don't like the look of that sign either. The path descends to the railway line and crosses it, and the sheer drop I think is if you stepped off that stone thing, so the path is perfectly okay. After the railway we still continue along a bank. The path bears to the left, although the kissing gate here is a bit redundant. Saxon Shore signs pointing that way. I mean, I assume we have to go along, walk along this road. After the road we join this path. Saxon Shore Way now turns right along this seawall beside the Swale. Views looking back the way I've come, views over the Swale. And there's the seawall of Saxon Shore Way. Further on the seawall bears to the left. Great view of the Swale. And I think that's paper mills ahead. You can see the seawall in the foreground. One of the old Saxon Shore Way signs with the helmet sign. Now leading beside this fence along the seawall. We now bear left following that waymark along this wide track. Now back on the seawall, great view down the Swale there. Seawall beside this fence. The seawall has turned left and quite an interesting light pattern over to the left there. Great view along the Swale there. And still heading along the seawall along Saxon Shore Way. And here's a clearer aspect of that great view. Saxon Shore Way now turns right to go along Milton Creek. You can see the water of Milton Creek over there to the left. There's confirmation we're on Saxon Shore Way, which now goes along this narrower path beside that fence. View down Milton Creek from the path. And as you can see, it's pretty narrow, this path. There's a different Saxon Shore Way sign. path winds its way through these bushes beside Milton Creek. There's a broken Saxon Shore Way sign. A lot of them seem to be broken in this area. And there's the seawall along Milton Creek, heading into Sittingbourne. There's a view looking back along Milton Creek to its mouth and beyond into the Swale. We now pass this area of what look like newly planted trees. Looks like head down there back to the creek. The path's gone away from it for a while. I presume that is referring to the two ends of Milton Creek. Path now swings to the right under a road bridge. Now heading along Milton Creek again, about to go under this road bridge. The path seems to be bending away from the creek at this point. I think I was wrong in the last clip, because the creek itself bears to the right. I'm still following this wide path. We're at some distance from the creek. Another one of those signs, and there's the path now heading back towards the creek. I can see in the distance. Now right beside Milton Creek again. Nice view looking back along Milton Creek. Passing an incredibly marshy area on the right, and that sign says brickworks. But at least we have a nice good solid path beside Milton Creek for Saxon Shore Way. Another sign, this one says barge works. I could have sworn the other one said brickworks. Perhaps I was wrong. I don't know. Anyway, I think we're coming towards the head of Milton Creek now. And now we've got concrete works. We're now back beside the creek again. Path now leaving the creek, straight up there. There's a Saxon Shore sign pointing back the way I've come, and that's looking back. Apparently Milton Creek, it was a country park. That's looking back the path I've just come along. We now turn left along Gas Road. Confirmation, we were on Gas Road. We now turn left along there, Mill Road. I think this road is Mill Way, not Mill Road, as I said in the last clip. Heading towards Sittingbourne station now. Mill Way it definitely is, and there's the confirmation. Now at Sittingbourne station, and the end of today's walk along Saxon Shore Way, and here comes the train.